Hello, welcome to my second internship video. I will introduce myself again. For this video, my name is Komang Sonia Natasha Putri, and then to make it short, my name is Sonia. I'm from Bali, Indonesia, and then here is my video regarding the full month's internship, which is 6 months experience in Hilton Brussels Grand Place. In Hilton Brussels Grand Place, which is located in the city of Brussels, Belgium. And in Brussels, they have actually two Hilton. One is a Grand Place, which is the more expensive one, and the other one is more in the city. This is the Hilton City, they call it. From here, from this hotel, I gain a lot of experience since I work in the different department compared to the one in the first year. First year, I was doing more in the F&B side. Now I'm more in the room division, which is front desk. In this video, I'm not only going to talk about I'm going to talk about my experiences regarding the objective as well, and then the learning objective that I have, and then as well the conflict that I have regarding the second internship, which is front desk. So back to my first learning objective, which is to expand oral and communication skill with the guests. If I'm looking at the first and the first, they are more like Arabic guests, so they could speak English. And then as I'm working in Belgium, in Brussels, which is the French side part, the problem is only sometimes the guests. Me personally, I do understand French, but I cannot reply them in French, so sometimes I reply them in English, and then they cannot speak English. So that is affecting me actually, because sometimes they were like, this is a French-speaking country, why you cannot speak French? And then sometimes in the beginning I was like blank, I don't know what to reply because they were right, but now I get used to it, so I was like explaining to them who am I and then what am I doing here. My second objective was to able to proceed with the check-in check-out of the hotel and having a complex understanding regarding the aspects such as the SOP in the front office department. After 2 months, like for me personally, when I started the internship for the first 1 week, I was doing the e-learning, which is everything is like online. It's showing me what to do, how to do check-in, check-out, reservation, walk-in, payments, everything. So it was quite nice for me. And then right away, and then after 1 week, from 9 to 5, e-learning for the whole week. That's quite a lot. And then after that, they put me with a one receptionist. And then she was basically my mentor. She was teaching me how to do check-in, check-out. So in the beginning, I was doing checking out first. And then I was just standing there and look at her how she did it. And then the next day, the problem is the schedule. As like it's only the one who's working is only me and then the receptionist. So the two of us need to handle like 100 checkout. So it's so hard for her, and then that's why I kind of like pushing myself. I need to be able to do it the next day. So the next day, on the first day, I right away doing few checkout, and then I'm so happy that they were really proud of me, because most of the people, they don't do that. And then since the second day, I'm doing a lot of checking out, and then maybe because they see me able to do checking out very fast, so they right away put me to learn checking in. So in 1 week, I'm able to do the check-in, check-out, and then since that time, thoroughly, I'm learning more and more and more. But of course, my manager also showing me like a list how to do it in the beginning, like during the e-learning, like the SOP. So it's able for me. My third objective was improving my skills in learning to ensure customer satisfaction and handling guest complaints depending on their cultural background. Regarding the cultural background of the guests, it was actually not really a big issue for me, as I've been studying in the international school since I was in high school, and then I've seen like how many cultural differences that I've seen and I've learned, and I see like typical issue, and then how to solve it depending on their nationality. For example, with the Indian guests, how do I need to behave with like European guests, US, like United people from United Americans, and then with the Asian, it's like I would say I'm able to dealing with them like each differently. And then my last objective will be having a complete understanding of hotel operation regarding front office and brief information about housekeeping as they would work collaboratively together. So this is, I would say, I'm really glad that I have reached this all objective. And then because the fourth one, I've seen it like as working 6 months at the front desk, I've seen like how related is the front desk and the housekeeping. They were really work need to work together, and then we really need to get along to each other, because sometimes if the problem is exists in the housekeeping, it will be also our no. I mean, like the guests will of course complaining to us, and then when everything the thing about front desk is like everything that is happening in the hotel, every mistake or everything, it all goes to the front desk. So we need to be able to solve that, and that's why we need to get good relation with the housekeeping so they could understand as well, and then we could as well understand what is going on in the housekeeping. So we can make, like for example with the guests, we cannot explain like what happened behind the scenes, so we need to be, so in order for that we need to understand what is happening in the housekeeping so we can make it up something to tell the guests. So I'm really glad that I achieved all of my objective, and then it's like everyone is really nice. And my hotel as well, they give me like a special training regarding the upselling. It's really helped me. So there was like one mentor came, like he is like one of the top people in the Hilton company and then around Europe. So she came and then she told us how to do upselling, and then one day like give us training, and then we practice a lot, and then the next day we met like one-on-one. We asked, like I personally asked her question how to do things, which is, I believe it's like helping me out not only in that hotel, not only in this specific, but also for my future. So since that time I'm able to do upsell. I was doing a lot of upsells as well for rooms, and then for rooms and breakfast most of the time. So yeah, and then how she really inspired me in how to talk with people, and then how to get the guts and confidence to basically to promote the hotel, what the hotel have. And in order to do that, I'm also learning a lot about like what the facility, what all of the room type and everything that our hotel have. Therefore, I really believe that this whole internship that I'm doing for this second year, 6 months internship in the front desk in Hilton Brussels Grand Place, is relevant to what I'm going to learn here next in the third year academic semester and my career. As like, for example, upselling, I can use that for the rest of my life. And then I believe that I could put that as well in my report and management report, anything that I have done that I need to be done, that I need to do in third years. And then I found it like since the second internship I'm becoming like more mature, and then confidence, and then I have that professionalism that I have to do with people. And then I'm able as well to manage my time nicely. For example, taking school, coming class for not late to come to class, same like how it works. Because while working, like time management is important. Lateness is like a no. And then next I'll analyze the situation that happened during my internship. The biggest one was when there was, in Hilton we're using not Opera, but we are having the on-queue system. It's for Hilton. So there was one day where the on-queue system is like breakdown for almost the whole of my shift, since the morning until from 7 until 3 o'clock. So the system down, it's not only in my hotel but all around Europe, like 75% of Hilton are around Europe. So luckily in the morning I was printing the downtime. Downtime is basically it's like a paper, like a list of all check-in, check-out, room occupancy, everything. So luckily I was printing that things, and then it helped because suddenly like during the checking out, guests came, and suddenly it was me in the front, and then my manager was here, and then the other trainee was here, and then all is like suddenly break down. So we're like so confused, and then that never happened before, and then they haven't I never used paper before, so we're like in the beginning we're like a little bit confused, like what are we supposed to do, and then how can I manage everything. Luckily the downtime is really helping us out. We divided our job. It was really like the whole day we don't have system. We cannot check whether the room is ready. We need really to work. That's why we really need to work with housekeeping to engage which room is ready, which one is already checking out. We need to inform them like which room is checking out. They need to inform me which room is ready so we can give it for the checking in, because some people they're coming to for the early check-in. And there was a lot of people coming for the early check-in that moment. We have no idea why it just happened like that. So it was really messed up. And then even the GM was like, you need to solve this. And then he just like gave everything to us. So we're like so confused, but luckily we managed it at the end. And then I was like really proud of myself and in our team, like how we're like connecting to each other. And then another problem will be the cross communication, because there's like most of the people that speak French. I cannot speak French properly, so that's like not actually with the guests. Most of the guests is like speaking English. Some of them only speaking French, but staff, all of them can speak French. So, but in the front desk they speak English, and housekeeping they speak English, but only some department they cannot speak English. For example, the technician. So that's is where the problem come from me, because the thing is, for example, something going on with the room and I need to call the technician. I cannot always depending with my colleague to call the technicians, because it's gonna get like way too late. So sometimes I take the phone, call the technician. In the beginning I cannot do that at all, like because I have no idea the words that I need to say to the technician. But then as it goes on, and then they teach me, my colleague in the front desk, they were teaching me how to talk with the technician. So at least like few words I understand, and they do understand that I cannot speak French as well. So we're kind of like respecting each other. So it was really nice as well. But it was the problem in the beginning, but luckily we can all solve it together. Like, and they do understand me, and then I do understand them. So we kind of like connecting to each other. So yes, so that's all about the evaluation of what all of the 6 months I have been done internship in the front desk department in the Hilton Brussels Grand Place. It was really a pleasure for me to be in that team, and then they were really nice and supporting me, and that I've learned a lot from them, not only about the not only about work, but also for social life and everything, cultural, because all of them also from different culture, not only from Belgium. So they teach me a lot, and then they teach me about career as well. Like they asked me, where do you want to go next? And then yes, it was really nice, and it was a pleasure for me. And then thank you, hope you enjoyed the video, and then